Hi, this is Raju Hirani, and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.
Well, I do interviews almost on a daily basis, and after a point of time, I don't have much to ask with the celebrities. But today I'm having a celebrity, and there are so many questions to ask him that I really don't know where to start from and how it will pan out. But we have with us one and only one, Raju Hirani on Bollywood Hungama. Huge pleasure to have you back, sir, on Bollywood Hungama, first of all.
Always good to be back.
Fantastic. And PK is coming up. Tremendous excitement around the film. But first of all, 20th November, when you will be seeing this video, will be Raju sir's birthday. First of all, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
And how does it feel that your birthday is coming up and tremendous excitement around your film as well? What is your state like right now?
The state is that I actually forgotten it was my birthday till I was reminded about it 3 days back.
Right.
I fixed up a series of appointments.
Right.
And in fact, I'm traveling to Goa for a day for IFFI tomorrow night.
Right.
So I'll be actually traveling to Goa for there's a Attenborough tribute on 21st.
Right.
So just for a few hours I'm going there. So actually I'd completely forgotten.
Right.
But that's okay.
All right, tremendous excitement for PK. You know, there are so many questions that I'm having, but I really don't know. But still, first of all, your first reactions to the tremendous response that you've been getting to the PK trailers and the songs.
See, actually, this is a time when I call it the time to be nervous. So whenever the film releases, I'm at that stage when Lagero releasing, I was tremendously nervous. There was only one film where I was never nervous, was Munna Bhai MBBS.
Right.
Because that was my first film, and the joy of making one film was great enough. After that, every film I am like on tenterhooks because I wanted to work better than the earlier one.
Right.
So it's that stage. But the interesting thing is that there's been quite a good response to the trailer, now to the songs. So generally it's a happy space.
And now Raju Hirani is one of the very few filmmakers, if you just seeing his statements in the media on a consistent basis, that it's not about the box office figures for him per se. It's more about that how much your film is remembered. Now in this era when people are just doing almost anything to just ensure that hamari film ka sabse badi opening laga hai, and all sorts of box office figures are being manipulated and all that stuff. How do you look at your film is coming up, and as Amir said that you are the one who started the 200 crore club with 3 Idiots. What is your mental state like when too many pressures hota hai ki Dhoom 3 ka record break karna hai Raju Hirani ko?
See,
with PK.
I'm saying this and I'm saying it with all honesty.
Right.
I find this very strange. First of all, we are not in the same race.
Right.
You know, every film is different. Identification of the audience with every film will be different. So you really we cannot call it a race that I think everybody can excel. There's no chance of competing with each other. Every film will do, somebody might do a few crores more, some film might do a few crores less, but that it's not a reflection of the quality of film.
Right.
I always say the quality of a film can be judged only 10 years down the line, that after 10 years do people still remember your film. If they still remember your film, that's the success of that film, not by amount of figures. How can you, I don't remember, like I love Pyasa, I don't remember how much business that Pyasa did, or how much business Mughal-e-Azam did, or how much business Lagan did.
Right.
So, or Jab Bhi Met, how much business it did, it doesn't matter. I look back and I will still someday go back and want to see those films.
Right.
So I think that should be the yardstick to judge a film.
Right.
Rather than trying to, I find it very odd, wasn't that day, how everything is being equated with money is very funny.
Right.
So Anand told me a very interesting thing. He said he was in Indore shop, a sari shop,
right,
or in a market where there was, or somebody, maybe his friend told him. He said this guy showed him a new sari. He said, look at this new sari, ye to 200 crore karegi. So now what he meant was, it's such a great sari that this design will sell so much.
Absolutely, sure.
So it is too funny,
right,
that how any creation, any art, any creativity is now being equated with money,
right,
which was not being done earlier.
Right.
So I think we should break this pattern, and you know, earlier at least it was being celebrated by that many weeks, but I think it's become a norm now. Eventually people will remember a film, right, for what it was,
right,
and not for the business it did.
So now in fact you have a unique distinction. You know why I'm saying it is that in Bollywood people are really who are good as far as who get a good response in single screens. They are desperate that हमारी film multiplex में भी चलना चाहिए, and the ones who are doing very well in multiplexes, they are making all sorts of efforts कि हमारी film जो है single screen में भी चलना चाहिए. Now Raju Hirani has this unique distinction that your films, they are naturally meant both for multiplexes as well as single screens, in the sense, I'll give you a specific example that Munna Bhai ki jo lingo aapka hai, jis tarike ka aap use karte hain, and it's something which caters to the like single screens theaters, like just like that. And at the same time, the message that you're having in Munna Bhai or Lage Rao Munna Bhai, it's something that the multiplexes supposedly the gentry class, they've loved it. Same with Three Idiots as well. The Balatkar is something, the entire scenario is something that people from across the spectrum, they've loved it. So what is it about Raju Hirani that somehow you just balance the masses and the classes so effortlessly?
I don't think we can really, any of us on this planet can really judge or find a formula for commercial success like this.
Right.
You see the history of every filmmaker, you will have people who have made so-called hit films and flop films and everything. It will happen with everyone.
Right.
So I don't think there's a formula. All I do, I think, is I make films not worrying about what people will like. I do it in the sense that, will I like it? I think I have to like what my film is all about. If I start judging, then there's a trap. Because how can I judge what somebody in Bihar would like? How can I judge what somebody in Chennai will like? We live in a country where the literacy level is so different. I remember once standing at Gaiety years back when I had not made a film, and one guy was standing at the ticket window, and he wanted to buy a ticket, and he didn't know the name of the film, and he was pointing at the poster outside. Bade poster, he said, "Ye wali picture dena, ye wali picture dena." So you're talking of an audience which is, so how can you judge ki isko jo acha lagega, usko acha lagega? So you have to say ki, yaar, मैं पिक्चर मान रहा हूँ जो मुझे अच्छी लगेगी. And I think I've got lucky that maybe somewhere the sensibility is matched, that whatever I have liked to do has also been liked by people. But also that will keep changing. I have to be not delusional about it. It will keep changing in the sense that, like, if I look at Three Idiots, I feel the identification with that film was far stronger than with Munna Bhai MBBS, because that was something which was affecting their personal life. When you're talking about the youth, Three Idiots actually connected with them because they had the same problem, the same pressure of education. So probably the success of that film was more than Munna Bhai MBBS. But that doesn't make Munna Bhai MBBS a lesser film. So this will keep happening. Some films will do better business, some will do lesser business because of the identification with the audience.
Right.
So, but we sit and we decide that let's figure out a formula which will work with everybody. Then we'll start putting item songs in it. Then we'll start putting action sequences. Then we'll try and make a rice plate with everything in it.
Right.
And eventually, we'll give them an upset stomach.
And now, I've read the screenplay of Three Idiots, and the amount of effort that you guys do in terms of writing your screenplay, and when you hit the writer's block and you guys go for pick up at 3 o'clock in the night and you're just trying to crack an idea, and it happens that you guys get that eureka moment. This entire effort and the quality control and the quality consciousness that you have, what do you stem that from? Where does that stem from?
See, I enjoy the process of making the film. So there's no rush in the first place that let me quickly do it and release it and see what happens, or quickly do it and make money out of it. And no. So when there's no rush, when I'm enjoying the process of it, then I might as well do it to the best of my ability. I go and even when I'm doing sound effects, I love to sit there and see, okay, what bird will be chirping in this scene, what kind of wind sound we want to put. So the whole process of making, right from writing to shooting to editing, is an enjoyable process. So कोई जल्दी नहीं है, कोई जल्दी नहीं है कि हमको साल में इतनी फिल्म बनानी है या जिंदगी में इतनी फिल्म बनानी है. We're enjoying the process and trying to make sure that we, to our ability, try and do the best job. Succeed, fail, is nobody can really predict, but at least we give it our best, that we are happy by the end of it. This is the best we could do and we've done our best.
Hi, this is Faridoon Shahryar. For the most interesting celebrity interviews, do subscribe to Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.